KGF. Chapter 1 is a 2018 Indian Kannada language action film written and directed by Prashanth Neel, and produced by Vijay Kiragondor under the banner of Home Bala Films. Journalist Anand Ingalagi's book El Dorado, which detailed the events at the Kolar Goldfields, KGF, between 1951 and 2018, was banned by the Indian government, but a television news channel procures a copy and interviews him. Government officials discovered gold ore in southern Mysore state in 1951. On the same day, Raja, Rocky, Krishnappa Beria was born to a poor underage Shanti. Suryavardhan, a powerful Don who accompanied them, has the officials killed and leases the land for 99 years under the pretext of running Narachi, a limestone mine, but secretly establishes KGF. He had 5 partners. Kamal, son of Suryavardhan's late partner and a renowned gangster, looks after KGF's gold refinery. Underworld Don Rajendra Desai, who oversees the transportation of refined gold bars coming from the refinery. Andrews, an intelligent smuggler, oversees the gold smuggling to the western coast. Guru Pandian, president of the in-government DYSS party, give political influence to Suryavardhan, and Adhira, Suryavardhan's younger brother, known for his ruthlessness, headed the KGF security. Suryavardhan suffers a stroke and appoints his elder son Garuda as the future heir of KGF. Suryavardhan expected Adhira to serve as his son's aide, but Adhira unsuccessfully attempts to assassinate Garuda. In turn, Garuda bombs Adhira's car and he is presumed dead. Suryavardhan's partners now try to capture KGF, and for that, they plans to assassinate Garuda. Rocky arrives in Bombay as a 10-year-old on a quest for wealth and power as desired by his dying mother, and begins to work for Shetty, a gold smuggler and Andrew's underboss, who competes against a Dubai-based underworld Don Anayak Khalil. Years later, he rises as Shetty's mercenary and oversees the arrival of African gold bars to the Bombay coast. Rocky's influence begins to rival Shetty's own. Andrews, who notices this, offers him Bombay in return for assassinating Garuda. Rocky accepts the offer and heads to Bangalore. He meets Desai's daughter Reena and falls in love with her. This irritates Reena's fiancé Kamal, who immediately dislikes Rocky. A statue inauguration is organized for luring Garuda out of KGF, but the attempt is averted even before it began when they are spotted by Garuda's bodyguards. Rocky witnesses the authority and power that Garuda commands. Seeing no other option to murder Garuda, Rocky journeys to KGF, killing a unit of Garuda's henchmen to enter. The workers in KGF, who were forcibly kidnapped, are subjected to inhumane conditions and treated as slaves. Rocky becomes one of them, and although apathetic at first, he is moved by the cold-blooded murder of a mother and son by a guard. Rocky stealthily accesses the map of the mine in the maintenance room during a roll call and narrowly escapes death after a fellow slave sacrifices himself to save the lives of his wife and unborn child. Andrews, Kamal and Desai are misinformed about the incident and assume Rocky is killed. Rocky engages in a fight with an entire unit of 23 guards, killing each one of them to save a blind slave they were about to brutally murder. With this act, Rocky emerges as a messiah in the slaves' eyes. He orders them to burn the guards' corpses to let Andrews and his men know he is still alive via their informants, Kulkarni and Garuda's younger brother Virat. Garuda prepares to leave his residence to investigate the fire and missing guards. To avert this, Virat smothers Suryavardhan, in order to sidetrack Garuda, who rushes back home. Shaken by the recent bad turn of events, Garuda orders Ma Kali's ritual to be rescheduled from the following week to the next day, planning to kill his father's allies as soon as the ritual is complete. The next day, Rocky heads unsuspected through a tunnel to the site where Garuda has decided to behead 3 slaves as offerings to the goddess, as Vanaram discovers that the 3rd slave to be beheaded was found dead inside his prison cell. Upon Garuda's arrival and sacrifice of 2 slaves, a concealed Rocky, who had taken the 3rd slave's place, emerges and beheads him. The ecstatic slaves accept Rocky as their leader. Ingalaji concludes that Rocky intentionally chose KGF as the location to assassinate Garuda, thereby inspiring an army of slaves to help him seize control. The narrator, Anand, indicates, however, that this is just the beginning. The news of Garuda's murder reaches Ramika Sen, the to-be Prime Minister of India. Adhira, who was presumed dead, hears the news of Garuda's death and plans to resurface. All others at the underworld, including Desai, Kamal, Andrews, Daya, Shetty and Khalil, were overjoyed by hearing the news. As Vanaram orders his men to attack Rocky and his army, a gunshot is heard.